Hello everybody, this is Sandy and Goku from the Railroads Online team.
Hello, how's everyone doing today?
So I hope everybody is fine. So 2 weeks ago we released the QA part 1. Now we will continue with the second part again. 30 questions we have for you answered. I guess we have to make a turn to the sawmill now.
Yes, so I guess while we get started, we gotta load up these cars first, so we'll need to back up and grab them.
We already have a new design on the Minimap, so it's a little bit updated. A little bit more smooth, but not yet finished. So the plans for now, for the next update, are to be released by the end of May, but no fixed date yet. Alright, so we're loading the last cars. And start with the questions, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose. Alright, so question number 1. Will there be a tool or a chart in-game to calculate maximum loads depending on your grade?
No, this is not planned for now. Next question was, can we one day choose between simple construction, how it is right now, and advanced, which means we have to deliver like gravel, possible future products, sleepers, wood beams, and rails obviously, to where we want to build something and in like a 200-meter radius around the train we can build. Maybe at a specific car we need for it to work, and then the 200-meter radius would be from this car. Long question again.
That's a very long question. It's a good question. Not currently planned for 1.0, but this is definitely a idea that we'll keep on our list to maybe implement afterwards. Yeah. All right. So next question: will there be one day a map where the industries are positioned on an angle that is an integer, so that you can place tracks at the correct angle? Currently, they're all off about a half a degree, so you cannot select the correct angle.
The industries, or the position of the industries, will not be changed, but for the spline updates, the feature is planned that the tracks will be connected parallel to the industry, regardless to the industry rotation. So this will be more easy than. Hey!
You better get on the train, we're leaving.
Okay, I see that. Alright, next question. Is there any plan to add functionality to the Caboose, such as adding logbooks that track train tonnage or loads delivered?
We discussed this internally, as it was not planned, and we really like it as it would give the Caboose more of a reason to be used. We will check in on this idea and see what we can do. All right. So will there be oil-burning engines in the future? Not diesels, but oil burners.
Yeah, we would love to have oil-fired locomotives. We're brainstorming ideas on how to make a fun but not overly complicated oil-firing mechanic. Alright, you have to keep on driving because now it's a really long question coming up and I cannot concentrate on driving.
Okay.
So I keep the camera on, just like that. So next question. The current locomotive model customization options include the smokestack, lights, and in a sense the coupler pilot. Might we see additional options in the future? Examples might include, but of course are not limited to, additional toolboxes, storages, a front-mounted winch like those on some logging roads, or ability to swap to a footboard type pilot.
Okay, well, yeah, that is a very long question. We are planning to expand the customization options with the possibilities of a workshop, but first we have to finish all of our planned updates as per our roadmap, so there is no timeline planned for when this may come to the game. Okay, could it be possible to have a place to set your railroad company name so that when you're buying locos and cars, it would automatically be applied to them?
This is something we are currently checking with our partner Black Sheep. We are overhauling the entire buy menu with the UI update. that is planned for June now. And this could be a possible implementation. So something like this is planned for numbering too. So if we can buy several cars at once, then we can add maybe a numbering that is automatically on there, so we don't have to number every car one by one. But yeah, we're still checking the possibilities for that.
Nice.
Next question. So you are still concentrating on driving past
I'm
summer
good.
like
Yeah,
we
I'm
did
good.
last time?
Yep.
All right. Could we get a crane breakdown train car that allows re-rail capability to non-server owners if we don't already?
With the rights and alerts update, we planned for permissions for rerailing to be set by the host and customized for each player.
Slow down.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I jumped into the water.
Uh-oh. Alright. Next question. Will it ever be possible to have logos for tenders and cabs and have the ability to add your own custom ones as well?
Currently we're not planning on adding custom logo support. Next question. Will we get and wacky narrow gauge locomotives, ICE narrow gauge mountain type from Columbia made by Baldwin?
If the locomotive was 3-foot gauge or close enough gauge, there's enough resources to produce the model, we don't see a reason why we can't add it. However, we'll focus on more US trains. Alright. Next question. The community manipulator, Captain Toot Toot, says, are we totally not going to get a 260 next update?
Who said that?
Captain Toot Toot. He's always using reverse psychology on Captain Choo Choo and I, trying to pry us of information on what is coming next.
Okay. Unfortunately not. The next updates will not contain any logos. But we are working on new models at the moment that will come in later. So 260 is on our list, but we won't tell more about it yet.
I guess you guys will have to wait.
Yeah, with the next updates we have more to focus on bug fixing and implementing the map update, blind update, rights and alerts update, loading screen update, and the UI update, which is a huge topic, as the completely UI will be overhauled and made completely new. So this is the things we are focusing on now, and also the performance fixes and multiplayer fixes, and then we might continue with further content. So, next question. Will we get the ability to change the loading capacity of industries for ourselves, i.e. regular cranes, 2 items, mines, 2 every drop, and same with water and oil?
Good question, although such feature is not planned for the near future. It'd be something we could look into at a later time, possibly. Alright, let's make sure we stop first before I get on to our next one.
We're getting in fast. Let's start the cranes. Maybe a little outside.
Okay, let me find our next one here. Alright, ready, Sandy?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible to have more textures for track bedding, like overgrown or more sandy, or some way for it to blend with the textures on the ground, just to help with building larger embankments to blend in with the ground?
We do plan to add more track, like stoneways or more dirtways and so on, but there's no timeline yet. But we want to add more different possibilities, so for sure. So there's a question from Chris. I was on Wikipedia looking at the Mason Boogie 266 and stumbled upon a 244 Mason Boogie loco number 6 built in 1886. Just wondering if we will get something like that, cause I like the power of the 266, just not the speed. Was thinking if we had the 244, We could have more speed and hopefully more flexibility because 266 doesn't like sharp corners.
Very true. We have a list of locos that we are working on at the moment. Later this year, we'll get together with our team and discuss which locos will be created next so we can bring it to you in a future update.
Well, you are blocking the locomotive.
What? Oh yeah, I was standing in it. Why do you want to drive it?
I cannot move the train because you're not aligned correctly.
Uh-oh.
You can go a little, yeah. Just one more. I'll stop here. Okay, we take this car.
Okay. All right, well, we're struggling to load cars. Let's go to the next question. Will there be a tool to cut our splines in half to make replacing parts easy? Like, for example, put a bridge in one part of the spline without having to redo the entire thing.
Nope, this feature is not planned, but with the upcoming spline update, we will make the handling of splines more convenient to use.
Excellent. All right. Next question. Will there be a customizable option for John or other players to choose from?
Yes, definitely. So I also don't want to look like an old grumpy man. So we already created a concept, how it could look like, but we still need the final internal agreements and then still finding the time for implementation. That is our biggest issue. So it's planned for version 1.0, but not yet confirmed if it fits on our timeline. But we definitely plan to implement that.
All right.
So, next question. Will there be a difficulty level for where resources can be depleted? In an area or industries can only be placed where a resource is available, like city skylines or Factorio. Do you know these games? I don't, but maybe.
City Skylines, yes. Factorio, not so much. City Skylines is a city planning game where they have the ability to, let's say you want to place down a coal mine industry in City Skylines, you would look at the overhead map and it would tell you where the coal hotspots are for most production. And over time, the products would slowly be depleted off the map until you run out. And then you'd have to outsource your products.
Okay. Yeah,
but
got it.
To answer the question, good idea, but not planned for 1.0. However, we do want to add a difficulty setting at some point. All right, next question. Can we get a modular industry setup, like place the industry, then the loading and unloading docks separately to build custom yards?
I guess a similar question was already placed last time. So unfortunately, the loading docks have to stay where they are and cannot be placed flexible. Next question. I was just wondering if anyone knew if there's a possibility that Railroads Online would ever come to console. My cousin and I love playing co-op progression style games, and he showed me a let's play of Railroads Online. But we play on console and not computers with access to Steam.
A good question. Our partner Astragon is well known to bring its games to consoles, so it's not impossible that this will happen one day.
Who knows?
Who knows? That would be pretty neat, though.
All right. Do you have a console? I don't even have one.
Do I have a console? Yes, I have an Xbox and a PS5 and a Switch and a PC, and I got them all. I have everything. Yes, yes.
A good tester for it, if so.
Maybe, yeah. All right. Next question. Dedicated servers would be epic. Would it be possible to have a dedicated server option in the Steam command so we can set up always on games for our community?
No, at the moment we don't plan on changing the multiplayer system, as we first have to get it stable and then have to enter the rights and alerts update. After that we can look further what we can improve for the system for 1.0, but first the highest priority is to have a stable multiplayer with the current system. Alright, next question. Will we get a cinematic camera? Cool, huh?
Cinematic camera. We are currently checking to see if we can add some other camera options for the QOL features we are currently working on. Maybe working on it by the middle of this year. In which we're already almost there to the middle of this year, so.
Yeah, still some weeks to go. Yeah, but it's maybe the second half of the year, so July maybe in this. Like said, the updates that we're working on now still take a lot of effort and time, so they might take 2 months still, and then we can start with the QL features.
All right. What is the difference between the normal branch of the game and the beta branch of the game?
The normal or default or main branch is our branch that people will first get when downloading the game. And this branch will be updated frequently with new features and content after these were released in beta branch. So as soon as we release something, it will be just first released on beta branch, and then our players can test and confirm it if it's bug free, and yeah, often it's not. So we add our updates first to the beta branch, and then if it's okay and if it's bug free, we copy this version to the default or main branch. So the default branch should be always the stable branch. The beta branch is the testing one with the new features. So whatever you like, if you want to see new content and try out new things, then you're fine checking out the beta branch, but we always recommend to make a backup of your save games because beta branch can contain bugs. So next question. We're already again at the sawmill.
Yep.
Awesome. It's just 100.
Oh, I blew right by it because I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention. I was texting and driving at the same time.
Alright. Well, you do a great job driving and talking, and I cannot. Okay, next question. Will we get the new Eureka model and wood burning module model anytime soon? They look out of place now that we have all the new engines, same with the porters as well.
It's a good question. Yes, we are currently working on redoing some of the older models. We will be working on them engine by engine to make sure we get them done correctly and to bring them up to standards that we have now for our most recent engines. Okay, next question. Will we get a wood-burning 282 Mikado now that we have a Class 25? Maybe something like Sumter Valley number 19?
Well, so I guess we can answer the requests of upcoming locos always with the same answer. So we are working on several models at the moment, and we will check which ones we will still implement for version 1.0. But due to NDA and further reasons, we don't know when which model can be finished and so on. We will not give further information yet. Sorry for that. Alright, will we be getting more EBT equipment, including locomotives, anytime soon?
Yes, we have some more EBT cars and engines planned later down the line. Okay. Will we ever have more snow buildups so we can put the rotary snow plow to even greater of a use?
We will further check this feature. So I guess a similar question was also placed last time, and we checked the ability maybe with different snow settings, like you have light snow, heavy snow, and blizzard. We might change the height of the snow that builds up, but we still have to check if it works on the splines too, because there we have a different setting or setup, like for the landscape. So yeah, this is something we still have to check, but totally get it. The rotary snowplow looks way better in deep snow, of course.
12 feet of snow wind. All I want is the smokestack of my engine to be poking out of the top of the snow. Nothing else.
Okay, then we can do that too.
Yep.
Okay, will there ever be a system for when you're buying rolling stock, you can buy multiple pieces at the same time, as well as have preset numbering and lettering?
With the current overhaul of the UI and also the buy menu, this will be completely new. So it has been requested to Black Sheep that we add the ability to buy several cars at the same time. The options to have consecutive numbering automatically on the cars is currently being looked at. Okay, make sure I'm not crashed because I'm tapped out.
We're still running.
Okay, so this one's another long question. Will there be features or options at some point that'll make the game more difficult again? And not just easier and faster, automatic refueling in the roundhouse without goods delivery, remote control switches, cranes that load 3 times the speed, etc. This is particularly interesting for multiplayer games if such options could be set.
Yep. A difficulty mode is planned to serve all type of players. So, for example, to have a separate creative mode and realistic mode. So this is something we will definitely look in. So I opened the maxi map just to see where our train is going and how it looks on the maxi map, because it's close to be finished. At least still some graphical designs will be changed, but as you can see, it's moving well, and you can open it while you're driving, so you can turn the switches.
Oh yeah,
on
do you
the
want
maxi
to
map.
do you want to show them the UI while they're in the driving menu now?
You mean which?
In the app, and go operate the engine, and you see the UI or the Minimap pop up above the UI.
Ah, yeah. So yeah, now the minimap hop over here. So you can also operate the switches from the minimap, but yeah, you will be really close already to the switch, so it makes more sense than to operate them from the maximap. Okay, now I have to drive and answer questions.
Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, I just have to go ahead, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm so bad at that. It's like when driving a car, I also have to concentrate fully on driving. Alright. Just let's go ahead. Maybe we're derailing.
Oh no.
Alright, next question, and I can concentrate on driving again. Will older maps like Pine Valley get an update for like the new trees and so on to make them a bit more interesting again and worth going back to?
Currently, this is not planned at the moment, but it might be provided in a later stage as an option.
Yeah, I also thought maybe changing the trees on Pine Valley would make it more interesting. But it's so historical. It's our first map, and people
Let's
play
expand
for 2
that.
years.
Yep. Like me, I like Pine Valley, so I always play on it.
Yeah, really. So you're not the Aurora Falls fan, or?
I like Aurora Falls, but Pine Valley is the first map, and it was the first map I learned how to like build really good on. So I just like sticking with it, and I like the challenge of it. There are some pretty challenging spots on the map if you want them to be challenging.
Yeah, well, so a lot of people still like Pine Valley. Lake Valley was the one with the less votes for. But when we asked people what's the preferred map? Oh, okay, we made a hard stop now.
Yes.
So you see, we didn't fix the brakes yet.
Just threw the anchor off the side of the engine, and we stop real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So we still have 2 questions left.
Yes. Okay. Is it my turn or your turn? Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Same with the new industries, if applicable. Though the old map... Oh, I did not even read this whole question. What am I doing?
I guess this was one question. Oh, this were 2 people.
Oh, this is.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is piggybacking off of the last question. Same with the new industries, if applicable, though the old maps may be too small for them.
It's also not planned at the moment, but might be provided in the later stage as an option.
So before we move on to our last question, I'm going to piggyback off this person's question about additional industries being added to Pine Valley. I am currently working on my pre-laid map for Pine Valley, which we're currently on right now, but I do have most of the other chains finished. I've got the farming chain, and I'm currently struggling to find spots for the gold mine chain. So hopefully I will provide that as a community save for people who want Pine Valley with pre-laid and every industry added. So it'll be very interesting to see how the setup's going to be.
Yeah, people will be really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Last question. Would it be possible to include an option for importing the objects or a layout from an old save, not necessarily partially, but as a whole or by category? This would probably make it easier to restore the map, as well-built sections would not have to be redone. Players could save individual sections in different files and reuse them. As a plus, the previously felled trees would be back.
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Right now at this time, this feature is currently not planned, but it's something that we can't rule out. So maybe one day we'll have to see.
All right. So we finish loading this car and then we're done for today.
Sure.
As here, we have already. So here in Germany, it's 10 p.m. I might quit my work day today.
Working late, 12 hours.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed again this episode. We try to make it more frequently. Maybe we can do the next one already next week. It's always depending my or Goku's timeline, but there are still, I guess, 100 questions left. So yeah, we will do the next one really soon, and then by the end of May, when the new update drops, there will be a devlog again about the new features. So we're currently working, like I said, on the map update and on the spline update, so that will be the content for the next update, and of course the bug fixes and hopefully fixed breaks. So yeah, as I said, I hope you enjoyed it and have a nice day.
All right, see you guys later.
See you. Bye-bye.
Railroads Online. Take your train. Now available in Steam Early Access.